sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is September 15th, 2022. It is 3:25 a.m. Today is Harry's birthday. I posted something a few hours ago, about an hour ago, to wish him an happy birthday. But one of the things that I want to cover is this article. I bookmarked it since yesterday. I did several videos yesterday and I haven't edited them, but I want to read what's this all about. And I had posted this on my community board as well, and I had put the article link, within the post, and so now I want to check it out. All right, so there's this here: breaking, UK News, King Charles staff have been handed redundancy notices during church service for the Queen. Wow, think of their families. This is ghastly. All right, so I'm gonna go to the Guardian and see what they're talking about, how this happened. I'm wondering if he is shifting his bad behavior onto the staff, because he made himself look bad. King Charles staff notified of redundancies during church service for Queen. Exclusive. Employee said to be livid and shaken as up to 100 Clarence House employees told they could lose jobs. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Dozens of Clarence House staff have been giving notice of redundancies as the office of King Charles and the Queen Consort moved to Buckingham Palace after the death of the Queen, the Guardian has learned. So I'm wondering, because, okay, so it seems like what I think is happening here, okay, the people that were working for the Queen, I think he's gonna fire them, and then he's probably gonna bring his own people, whoever was who was with him when he was, future. So now that he is the king now, he just switching up stuff, because the people he already had with him are already like the yeser kind of thing. They don't like try to make sense out of his BS. That's what I think, because when he was signing the the paper where he had his little attitude, was that guy regarding the security. I did several videos regarding Harry's security, and I think is Young. I believe his first name, I could be wrong, it's something Edward Young or something like that. I'll put the screenshot of the picture of the guy. Okay, so he's probably gonna bring these guys with him because they're already obeying him. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. He's firing the Queen's people and then bring his own.
Got it?
Okay, up to 100 employees at the King's former official residence, including some who have worked there for decades, received notification that they could lose their job just as they were working around the clock to smooth his elevation to the throne. Private secretaries, the finance office, the communications team, and household staff are among those who received notice during the Thanksgiving service for the Queen. Damn, that's kind of harsh. I'm pretty sure some of these workers are probably mourning as well for the death of the Queen, and then now this guy just put a dagger into their mourning stage kind of thing, because they've been working with the Queen, so they probably had some sort of a good relationship with the Queen, and now this guy is just gonna fire them like this. But at least try to work around, see. But anyway, let's see here. Because the guy Gates, when he go look my old videos, because I spoke about him, because him and Andrew got rid of one of the Queen's best courtier, or whatever his position was, to replace that guy with the guy Gates, because Gates was much smoother. Gates is the Queen's advisor, was more strict, and he was looking after the monarch. He did his job well. So he switched the Queen's guy, who was literally, I've said it in the video, the guy that him and Charles and Andrew got rid of, Young, I believe that's his name. Young, I believe his first name, I could be wrong, it's something Edward Young or something like that. More of a yeser kind of a person. Okay, he does what he is told. He doesn't try to make sense out of Charles' nonsense. So if Charles said his nonsense, he carried the nonsense without any dispute. That's what I think it is, because most of the other people who were with the Queen, they were looking out of for the firm. So Charles, on the other hand, wants someone who will obey his thing, and him only. Forget about the firm, just him and him only. That's what I think it is. Okay, I think I understand why he's doing that. Okay, so some of those other videos make sense to me for creating them, and I hope some of you who have listened to some of the old podcasts will understand where I'm coming from with this. All right, Private secretaries, the finance office, the communications team, and household staff are among those who received notice during the Thanksgiving service for the Queen at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh on Monday that their posts were on the line. Oh my goodness. Many staff had assumed they would be amalgamated into the King's new household, claiming they were giving no indication of what was coming until the letter from Sir Clive Alderton, the King's top aide, arrived. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He's keeping his people that were with him. Where was he? Clarence House? Is that where he was? Clarence House? And then he's just keeping those people and get rid of the Queen's thing because the Queen is dead. So he's like, I don't need you. Go. This kind of thing. All right. Indication what was coming until the letter from Sir Clive Alderton, the King's top aide, arrived. One source said, quote, everybody is absolutely livid, including private secretaries and the senior team. Wow. All the staff have been working late every night since Thursday to be met with this. This is why Meghan is not letting those people run over them, because Charles and pretty much the whole royal people, they love to use people for stepping stone. All right, they use you when they need you, and then when they no longer need you, they don't care about your personal lives. They don't care which family you're feeding or whatever. They don't need you. You be gone. Find your way. Okay, this kind of thing. And this is why Meghan doesn't put up with them. All right, people were visibly shaken by it. End quote. And his letter sent by the Guardian, Alderton wrote, quote, so the Guardian have had a copy of it. So the Guardian is putting it this, end quote. The change in role for our principals will also mean change for our household. The portfolio of work previously undertaken in this household, supporting the former Prince of Wales' personal interests, former activities and household operation, will no longer be carried out, and the household at Clarence House will be closed down. Wow. It is therefore expected that the need for those posts principally based at Clarence House, whose work supports these areas, will no longer be needed. I mean, at least give them a warning. My goodness. I hope, how do they call this? Severance pay? Oh my God, that was kind of harsh. And then they probably were doing so much to please him, and then they end up with this. Hey, self-respect, you need to have that. The King's private secretary added, quote, I appreciate that this is unsettling news, and I wanted to let you know of the support that is available at this point, end quote. He added that certain staff providing, quote, direct close personal support and advice, end quote, to Charles and Camilla will remain in post. That's what I think. Personal support. These are the people he has with him already, I think, in my humble opinion. No final decision are understood to have been taken, as a consultation period, which will begin after the state funeral next Monday, need to be complete first. Staff who are made redundant are expected to be offered searches for alternative employment across all royal household. Okay, assistance in finding new job externally, and enhanced redundancy payment beyond the statutory minimum. You think they'll go to the maximum? Hell no, those people are cheap. A Clarence House spokesperson said, quote, following last week's accession, the operation of the household of the former Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall have ceased, and as required by law, a consultation process has begun. Our staff have given long and loyal service, and while some redundancies will be unavoidable, we are working urgently to identify alternative roles for the greatest number of staff. Alright, so they're trying to use them someplace else. It has not yet been confirmed whether the King and Queen consort will eventually live at Buckingham Palace. At present, only part of Buckingham Palace are habitable, as it undergoing major resurfacing works that are expected to last a year. There is speculation that the King, who is rumored not to be particularly fond of the palace, will use it for official purposes such as receptions, audiences, and investitures and banquets, while retaining nearby Clarence House as his London home. When his office was asked about this in 2017, when he was still Prince of Wales, officials said that Officials said that Buckingham Palace will remain as the headquarters of the monarchy and official home of the sovereign. No detailed information about his likely living arrangement have been given recently. I mean, I could understand him staying where he's more comfortable and just keep Buckingham Palace as, you know, when he's gonna meet dignitaries or whoever. So that's understandable. According to Clarence House annual review earlier this year, the king employed the full-time equivalent of 101 staff. That remind me, this guy who was working for Princess Diana was giving that example, how many people was working with Charles in comparison to Princess Di. That just remind me of this.
Can I tell a little story?
Please.
Before they split up, Charles and Diana twice a year would have a program meeting where they would sit with their staffs and plan their diaries for the next 6 months. And this had obviously begun when the prince was a bachelor, as a kind of a get-together with his close advisors to decide what they were going to do. And it had morphed into this huge meeting. The prince's people on one side of a long table, and Diana and her people on the other. And the last couple of these meetings that we had, I can remember there was Diana and me, and maybe a lady in waiting. And there'd be maybe 20, 30, 40 people on the other side of the table. It was a stark visual reminder of what had happened to what had been previously a united household. But because we were that small, it reflected Diana's own preferences to be responsive, to react quickly to things, and she didn't like red tape. She was very good at doing her work, very disciplined, but she didn't like officialdom. So one time, the Prince of Wales was debating whether or not to do a particular engagement, and he wondered if his mother might do it instead, and his private secretary said, well, I will write a memo to the Queen's private secretary. And Diana leaned across the table and said, there's a telephone over there, why don't you pick it up and ask her yourself? And he did, like a man on a date. And he went to the telephone, he picked it up, he got put through to the Queen. The Queen said, yes, of course I'll do it. And he came and sat back at the table and looked at Diana as if she was some sort of a miracle worker, because everything else was a wonderful British bureaucracy. Diana knew how to cut through it to get what was required.
Okay, there are 31 in the private secretary's office, including private and assistant private secretaries, research, administrative, and equerries staff. A similar number work in his treasurer's department, while he employs 12 in his communications office. The 28 members of his household staff include 4 chefs, my goodness, 5 house managers, wow, 3 valet and dressers, and a couple of butlers. According to the most recent Sovereign Grant report, the Queen employed, oh my God, 491 full-time staff. My goodness. Well, at least there's people working. There is also the question of whether the king will retain use of Windsor Castle for weekends and Sandringham House in Norfolk, which the late Queen visited over the Christmas period. The King and Queen consort also have a residence at Burke Hall on the Balmoral Estate, Highgrove, and Gloucestershire. And what? Liner Wormard, okay, I probably pronounced this wrong, a cottage in Wales. The new Prince and Princess of Wales have recently relocated to Windsor and moved into Adelaide Cottage, while retaining their Kensington Palace apartment for official purposes. When the Queen's mother died, the Duke of York took over Royal Lodge at Windsor, while some of her 83 members of staff were redeployed within other royal household. Others were let go. Wow. The headline and introduction of this article were amended on 14 September 2022 to clarify that staff were notified of redundancy rather than being given individual notice of redundancy, as the rest of the article made clear. Okay, so it wasn't just brew. They give them that surprise kind of thing, you're gonna be fired or something like that. So there were some notice. Okay, so I understand. So they made this clarification here. Alright, so this is it for this video. But since I have some new tweets that happened, let me see, let me open it, that happened I guess yesterday, the 13th. So let me open these and add it to this. All right, it's 3:39 right now, so let's add this to that. All right, so I'm going on Twitter and I'm adding some new more when I get to whatever, and then I'll switch. There's no comment. Is there comment? Yes, there is. Okay, someone said, as a mark of respect, you're fired. Truly pink slip palaver. Can't wait to read their leaks, books, and memoir about Charles. Okay, and use it as a stepping stone. When they were running their mouths about Meghan, they thought they'd be working for the king. Meghan is still a multi-millionaire living in a 6-bathroom mansion. Lord, don't remind them. This is what I was saying. I didn't even read these comments. Yeah, they were more than happy to team up to be against Meghan to please the royal family. Meanwhile, the royal family just used them for whatever. Okay, you mean the courtiers? I don't feel sorry for them. Okay, was more thinking not about the gray suit, but more about all the kitchen, cleaning, and other stuff. Not sure they have a union. There's a cost of living crisis in that place, and they may have thought they'll still be in a job. Okay, he need to fire Angela Levin too. How the hell she know every single thing happening in Charles' household and Charles' house set of liquors? Charles is a horrible king, and it's only going to get worse. He's a tyrant in the making. Okay, sure, King Tampon Charles got Trump numbers on speed dial. Okay, I should feel bad for them, but after what they put Harry and Meghan through. Alright, yep, and we knew Meghan was telling the truth, of course. Alright, so let me go to a more recent tweet. Okay, so this happened after when was that? Today's the 15th, so that happened on the 14th. Alright, so let's get to some new tweets. Putting aside what I think of it all, there was so much meaning behind Meghan's curtsy. She put everything into the curtsy. She put everything into that curtsy. I almost feel like many people didn't deserve to see it. All right, let's see here. There's that. It's just out of respect, and I think she's. I think, in my humble opinion, once the queen is buried, she's done with these people. I think, all right, because the amount of backstabbing she received, and I don't know, but I think it's just out of respect. That's it. Out of respect for the queen. And I think in one of the comments I was saying that when I saw this, it reminds me, I think they were either Harry or Meghan were discussing the first time they met the queen, how she had to bow down. She was like, even in private you have to bow down to her. I guess they had to. All right, so now the public is seeing it. It's like, this is the final curtain. I'm done. I'm not gonna bow down to anybody else anymore. All right, out of respect for this guy right there, this guy. All right, look at that's nice to see a different angle. My goodness, look at this. Look at William, still looking on the side. Wow, this is telling. Let me look at the front part. Where is the okay, I don't see William on this picture here, so he's probably somewhere here. Let's see some of the comments. Oh, there's me here. This is where about 5 hours ago. Oh my goodness. Okay, first thought, thinking about her first time meet her privately, she had to curtsy. Second, the private relationship through Harry they had. Third was what she said about the queen during the engagement interview. And fourth, thinking of the Sussex squad post Dior versus Valentino dressing Meghan. Fifth, she's doing all of that because of Harry. Yep, 14 people like it. Okay, I fully agree. She did it deeper with more grace than the others. But let's not forget Princess Anne. I think it was the day before Princess Anne did a curtsy when the coffin was passing by. So that's that. I just want to bring that into this conversation. Okay, if she got any lower, she'd be kneeling. Okay, yoga baby, it will work out the creases. All right, glad she did it out front, loud and perfectly, since liars tried to claim she didn't at the wedding, but we know she did. Thanks, Madam Duchess of Sussex. Okay, she looks so elegant. To be honest, if I had tried something like that in those heels, they would have need WD-40 to get my knees to unlock. The squad with that shit. Sam, not only WD-40, but also Axel Chris to add. Okay, yeah, that will be the last time. That's right. Yeah, that will be the last time she will be doing this gesture for anyone else for that family. Enjoy, for here's your receipt now. Historic, priceless, one and only time. Okay, the little black purse look like the ones the queen used to wear. Okay, almost like a smaller, more delicate version. I like Meghan's better. I'm telling you, the squad, my goodness. With their fashion thing, I saw it. Someone needs to replay the curtsy before, but Meghan will never be good enough for the Karens. Okay, Kate was so disrespectful. What did she do? Oh, that? Oh, so that's all she did? She's playing the game too in her own way. She's staying quiet because once these two other ones are gone, she knows she's gonna be there. So that's up to William if William wants to keep her, because I think she's just playing the part right now. Okay, and then once William get to that position, William, you know what, let me zip it. I did say I was not going to cover the funeral, but so many things I have to say, I want to keep my mouth shut. Okay, she showed the highest respect. Okay, who did? Meghan did, because with that curtsy here, okay, the fact that Meghan did that, and heels, with that thin heels, no ma'am, I couldn't, but I applaud her. She did it effortlessly. Okay, yoga does a body good, love her. Okay, Meghan is a very quick learner, and when you do something with many, then obligation, it shows. So graceful. I completely agree. I think so too. I agree. Some of the others were just going through the motion. Yeah, I mean, look at the first thing many of the others did was update their social media pages and stuff like that. Okay, she's just better than they are. She can't help that. Splendid. Okay, you're right. It felt so personal and held a lot of reverence. All right, let me go to the next tweet. All right, it's already 3:47. I can't believe this. On yesterday's videos, I only edit one. Okay, I love that every time Harry and Meghan appear in public committing the egregious sin on holding hands, hundreds of loveless Karens collectively tell the world how miserable their lives are. Pretty sure you can hear the screeching from space. Okay, OMG, I love my nephew for you. He brings shadiness out of you. All right. Let's see here. Next tweet. Petty King Charles really needs to rethink his PR strategy. Instead of humiliating Harry as intended, he stands tall with a soldiers bearing apparently surrounded by his 10 soldiers. Hollywood couldn't have scripted better. Wow. Who is this? No, for a minute I thought that was, what's the other one? Pedo. What's the other one? I forgot his name. But anyway. Andrew. But none of them. But anyway, let me keep my thing to myself. Okay, they should change Harry's security guards. They all are old. There's me laughing at it. Yes, the visuals are the opposite of what they hope for. Also makes people keep asking what he did that was so wrong. Protected his wife and children. Okay. There's a whole bunch of hashtag. Please use the hashtag Good King Harry. It already trending in the UK. Glad he got to wear his medals. He earned it. That nobody can take that away from him. He earned them. Okay, love that most of the pics I've seen have cropped out Andrew. This is a powerful shot. Harry is a class act. Oh, that's what I was saying. Where is, okay, he probably somewhere over here. Okay, Andrew is not there. Oh, very interesting. They all have the same stride. Look at the, is it the right foot? Back. They're moving at the same pace. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Harry, like Meghan, are rising above it and carrying themselves grace, dignity, and class, and they are looking fabulous doing it. All they do is win. Sister, you said that. This is a quote. All right, let's go to the next tweet. It just looks so pathetic that Harry isn't in uniform. How petty. Alright, there's me here. At this point, it doesn't matter. The reality is everyone knows who fought in wars, so the illusion of the firm continues. Okay, I'm pleased. That was me, by the way. I'm pleased Harry spoke on the matter, showed up heads high, military record intact, and made charlatan and dress up look like a clowns they are, and that includes Liz's ancient cousin still still living off the door. Okay, where is Andrew on this part? Okay, so Andrew was there. Oh, so they really didn't show Andrew. How far back he is from that profile I just saw. Okay, true, the others are just wearing costume. Okay, with or without uniform, Harry the veteran reminds the world by his presence and suit that he's the only real one, while others are clowns parading with uniforms and medals they didn't earn. This debate will follow them each time Harry is in the attendance and suit. Love that for them. Okay, in my opinion, I think it looks fine. I agree. He quit the welfare job, so I don't think he should look like the welfare recipient. I think they made a huge mistake. I mean, these people keep on making mistake after mistake, so I don't know when the UK people are gonna see it. Okay, collectively, because some are seeing it, but collectively, I don't think so. Harry looked damn good and stand out. Okay, actually, I think it works out well. My son asked me where's William because he didn't stand out. Okay, I promise I'm not making this up. I kept confusing him with Edward. Wow. Liz Andrew didn't either. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, Charles has been king for less than a week and is already on his third or fourth very bad decision. At least he's issuing them quickly, I suppose. Alright, so let's see here. Title decider, Harry and Meghan furious as Archie and Lilibet will not get HRH status but will be called prince and princesses. Okay, so how would they know Harry and Meghan get upset about that? So this is just nonsense. Okay, 14 September 2022. This is a makeup story. Alright, how will they know Harry and Meghan are furious? They don't know. Alright, because Harry and Meghan don't communicate with these people. Okay, I'm fine who know HRH. Even Harry and Meghan don't use their HRH styles, and Americans and rest of the world forgets to add them anyway. Even if Twitter, they're often a waste of character space. That is true. This is what I be saying, because Twitter give you a certain amount. Is it 140 or something? Before it used to be less. 140 of character space. So the more you write, the more space you're using. So this is funny. Okay, even if Twitter, they are often a waste of character space. Yeah, for Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Okay, the timing so soon after the announcement that Andrew will remain Counselor of State is appallingly bad PR judgment. Okay, so they're keeping, I think there's, when I'm editing, I'll put the screenshot if I found it. I think it's the grooming, is it the first 6 grooming adult in the royal family who could be Counselor of State. This is why Harry was Counselor of State for the Queen. So it was, is it, no, not first 6, either first 4 or something like that, adult of age. Alright, you had for the Queen, it was Charles, William, Harry, and Andrew. Okay, and that's why they used that for him to work in the church with the Queen. Remember that incident where they were trying to inch him back into the public face? So first 4. So right now, it will be, let me see, Harry, obviously William, Harry, what's the other one? Andrew. Who could be the 4th one? Could it be Anne? Anne, maybe. Oh, they could easily put Camilla. Camilla could be. I'll look into that. Who are the first 4 Counselor of State for Charles? Because when Charles cannot speak or something, when he's in certain state or he cannot make any decision, the first 4. And man, if they put Camilla in there, oh my God, it's a disaster. All right, they're really determined to make these 10 days about Harry and Meghan. I hope they don't release any statement on this like they did for the uniform after the titles. This one, I don't think they will know how Harry and Meghan feel. Maybe the partial of it is correct, maybe about little bit and Archie will be certain things, but they will not know how Harry and Meghan feel unless Meghan and Harry put a statement out. They don't know. It could partially be true. Okay, I hope they don't release any statement on this like they did for the uniform after the titles. What is the next thing they can try to use to hurt Harry? Is Louis a working royal? Charlotte, George? All right, who cares? Until I read it official documents, I'm not buying this news. That's exactly that. Good idea. HRH isn't a title, it is a style, and Charles doesn't have to issue a LP to confer Prince and Princess on them. They already are. What they have to do is issue one to remove HRH and or Prince or Princess. Then there is the fact that I seriously doubt either Harry or Meghan cares. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I want to move quick. Yeah, bullying Meghan Markle because she's holding hands with her husband after his grandmother died. You realize they are human, right? So I really didn't pay too much attention to the funeral, none of them at all. But I did pay attention to, you know, over now and then go on Twitter and whatever I bookmark, these are the things that I'm aware of. Okay, they aren't bullying. I really think she's a very insecure person who needs constant to touch for reassurance. Oh my goodness, these people are ridiculous. She has 149 comment. Some people love language is touch. Of course, a frigid person will not understand that. Oh my goodness, they comment the squad post. Okay, I feel like half of these people are jealous that Harry and Meghan love each other so completely, fiercely, unashamedly, and proudly. And you realize after I don't know, I haven't been really following the other royals for me to know how they were before, but because I remember I used to hear royals don't show PDA, this kind of things, but Harry and Meghan, when they go out, they hold their hands, they do this, they do whatever they want. Okay, but now what I'm seeing is all of the other royals are holding hands except Future. Now Future, all right, Kate and William. Okay, let's see here. I feel okay, that's that. Bango, that's the real part of the fairy tale that angers them. Meghan got the prince that married for love. Okay, they started already. LOL, stay mad. Yeah, there's all of a sudden I'm seeing all of them holding hands. Wasn't not too long ago, what's his name, this guy, the rugby guy who wanted to punch Harry when he first met him or something like that. They caught him in some camera, is it surveillance camera, with him kissing somebody else? I don't know. Not a peep for the white ones. Alright, wait until they find out they do more than hold hands. Oh my god, this one is good. That holding hands of the husband who's deeply grieving is the most comforting gesture she can publicly do for him. These are the same people yesterday who were falling over themselves, making excuses for Charles' mini meltdown over the pen. They were all asking for compassion and empty because he just lost his mother. Now the same people are trolling Meghan for comforting her husband. Anyone upset about a couple holding hands clearly has some issues. Of course. Let's see here, because other couple never hold hands, so they are jealous and bitter. They are angry why Harry loves and Meghan so much, but they can't blame him, so they attacking Meghan. Okay, now the word for Liz and other grandchild holding her husband's hand, whatever is in the different though. Wow, she looks kind of weird standing like this. Okay, but they're all quiet about this one. Okay, let me move on to the next one. That looks kind of weird, this still image. Was she trying to do her curtsy? Okay, I want to know where Mike Tendo served for those medals on his chest. Let me go back to the other picture. Can I see it? Oh, damn it. Never mind, never mind. Oh, sending happy birthday to Harry. Alright, let me like this. Let's go back to the other one. Okay, I thought I would see the other tweet. Okay, there's this. I want to know where Mike Tendo served for those medals on his chest. This says he served the Queen's granddaughters well. That's the laugh. Well, there we have it now. Off to the grocery store. I'm making beef stroganoff tonight. Alright, so milk to the Chinese. That's not him. It was what's this guy's name? The one who divorced the wife from Canada. What's his name? His sister. The Tendo sister. What's his name? Anne's son, whatever his name is. Okay, he's not the royal milkman. Let's see if they put his name here. Okay, he's not the royal milkman. Peter Philip, that's it. But I get your point. Also cheese. Hey, they gotta make a living, you know. LOL, the pub. That's why. Okay, the reply have me cracking up, but there's a serious answer. The first one is the ribbon for his MBE, which he has had since 2007. The other two are Jubilee medals, gold and platinum, that he got just for being a member of the royal family. Okay, maybe not. He served the Queen's granddaughter, and that, my fellow squaddies, is how he earned his medals. Cosplaying is part of parcel of the family's tradition. They really want us to take them seriously. Yep, Tendo. I was genuinely asking, and you guys are cracking me up. Okay, security at dollar store. Many medals can be found in Halloween section. Cheap too, and no risk of physical or mental harm. That's how he got. Let me stop. Let me know when you find out. I will wait, no rush. Okay, the Hershey Chocolate Factory. The squad or something. He delivers their last baby on the bathroom floor. Those came from Santa Christmas Eve. My thought exactly. Alright, let me move on to the next one. I'm just cracking up here. Okay, this is V. No offense to anyone, but what has the Queen actually done? Everyone keeps talking about service, but what did she do? What was the service? Visiting charities? There's me here. Okay, oh, she done a lot of nothing to help advance humanity in a positive way. She allowed a lot of cruelty to happen and help better her family. So yeah, that says a lot. Alright, I think her major respect comes from the time UK was at war and she was a symbol of strength. That's why it's hard for Charles to fall in the same footstep unless UK has World War III. All the kings that have ruled to date have had to prove through war or extreme dictatorship. What is it, that picture she did, like trying to fix cars or something like that? I don't know. Okay, well, she knew how to write big checks, 12 million. That's for the Andrew thing. Okay, she stays alive and said nothing to Brits that considered dignified life of service. Okay, smiling and waving while stealing and looting got Mandela in jail and caused cruelty to Kenyans and grifters. Alright, she served her country in World War II for one. That's that picture. I think they were saying she did. I'll look it up when I'm editing. Royalty helps raise money for charities. Oh, so why so many of them are closing down? Oh my God, by their presence. They use this as that pinnacle of their thing, but when comparison to what's going on in France, those palaces that not occupied by any royals, just as museum purposes, they bring a lot of tourists there. Alright, she helps raise interest in various causes. She also signed off a law and advised prime ministers to change laws to benefit her. Okay, to get away from tax or don't follow certain laws. Oh my God, people need to pay attention. Let me get out of this. I don't want to read any more of this thing. Next tweet. Okay, Meghan Markle is a very famous and powerful woman who is not above criticism, but so many of the takes on her are absolutely unhinged. One of many examples. Okay, the smirk. She couldn't care less. Even holding hands, again, walking out, no class. You know, when these people are saying Meghan have no class, they need to look at their own royals. Okay, you could, I try not to bring the kids, but you could start from the kids and up to Charles as recently, who can even, you know, first day on the job showing lack of respect for people around him. A simple thing to move to move the pen tray or something from the desk, his attitude toward them. So you don't compare Meghan with the other one. When you mention class, shouldn't have no class. Don't mention Meghan and that. Okay, even now disrespecting Queen Elizabeth. How? Tradition and protocol. What the hell is that tradition and protocol? That courtesy she did, my goodness, just there for the big historic shot. Oh Lord, she's there for her husband. Alright, and to testify her right to peddling her titles, her right to exist. Whatever, she needs to exist at some point. Wow. Okay, let's call spade for spade. Meghan does not get criticized. She is facing racism and abuse, and nobody deserves this treatment. Okay, this is not criticism, Meghan. This is what racism look like. Alright, a friend of mine worked on suit for years. Meghan made a deeply positive impression on him. From what he says, she was gracious, kind, and friendly with everyone on set, no matter how much or how little power they had on the production. Such takes of her seem completely mindless. This is what I've said this in other videos, where when you show respect to everybody, all right, what makes the movie what it is, it's everyone who does the little detail thing, even behind the scene. You don't even see them. All right? They make the finished product look as good as it is. Okay, it has never been about criticism. It's also not unhinged. This is abuse. It is bullying. It is harassment. And in a just society, these people will face consequences. She hasn't done anything wrong. A whole grown ass man and women decide to live their own lives, and it's a mortal sin. Criticism? No, this is about choreographed, purposeful abuse and relentless hate directed at this woman, mother, wife, for the sin of marrying her husband. What will it take for people to recognize and admit that this is beyond the pale when she is mortally harmed? God forbid. Alright, look at another royal holding hands and laughing. Oh, they are laughing? There's a small smile on her face, but not him. Alright, next to the tabloid will amplify the holding hand crucifixions against Meghan. This is how raw racism look like. Alright, let me go to the next one. Oh, let's see this one. Oh, this is 7 minutes. Okay, it's racism and abuse. I've never seen this before. It makes the hounding of them by the British tabloid even grotesque. This is too long. I'll bookmark this, but you might see this in another video. Next tweet. One of my favorite Prince Harry's video, The Child and the Prince. The only thing I gotta say, yes, this is cute and everything. Kids will be kids. Yeah, I know it's innocent, but when I don't know, I said what I had to say. Okay, this is the lie they are demonizing in the press. They should be ashamed of themselves. Okay, they are missing him. Until he married Meghan, he was the second most popular royal after the Queen. They all know Billy is boring, as is his wife. Both lack charisma. The Brits will love Harry to come back, but without Meghan. Horrid racist. There's the rolling eye. The little girl saw her favorite snack presented just then. I like the children do not ever observe convention when it comes to their food. She could have cared less if he was a prince of England or a random. He was holding the good, and that's all that matters. LOL. Too cute. This is how I know I'm not ready to be a mother, because the way I'll knock that toddler's hand away from my food. See, there's someone there who's not the same way I said, but the mom. Obviously, we saw Harry doesn't care. Alright, Harry doesn't care. But as the mother, I know she saw the baby putting the hand on the thing. I will tell her no. Alright? And let Harry offer. Look at later on, you saw Harry was still playing with the child with the popcorn. Goodness, he's so adorable. I can see Charles or William or Trump playing this sweet game with this toddler. Trump will make jokes about dating her. Oh no, let me move out of there. I don't want to hear this, and I don't want that image in my head. Alright, next tweet, and this is my last one. Okay, I've just scrolled through Angela Levin's Twitter, and she hasn't liked or retweeted any tweet hating Meghan. She's got a book to flag and has no credibility. The Murdoch network that she used to spread lies turn on her and humiliate her. There's a video that I did where one of those presenters was asking her some question about some stuff, accusation she made about Meghan. She thought they were ganging out on her, when in fact they were just asking her question. She doesn't like when people asking her the tough question. They're just asking her, what was your source for thinking the way you were thinking? Angela thought they were bashing on her. Oh, don't invite her back on the show anymore. Okay, there's no way will she miss the opportunity to criticize Meghan for Harry holding her hand. Someone must have told her to lay low. Why? She just got the memo, I think. That's me. Apparently she's been deleting past tweet. Wow. What is it in that same video that I was just making reference to? What is it? Some people were saying maybe Charles put something out there to, you know, don't bash on her right now because all eyes are in the UK, this kind of thing. So maybe Angela just got the memo. Okay, she has been unliking and unretweeting as well. All right, let's see here. She was busy unliking them, but there are many screenshots. Okay, I don't have time to go after. I don't even follow most of these people. Alright, so there's Meghan Curtsy. What did they say here? This is recent. What are they saying now? Baroness Brooke, Meghan Markle found royal life toxic, soul crushing, and living it was a matter of life and death. They're turning this into something completely else, but okay. They want to abuse her, and they expect her to stay. Look at all this negativity we're reading right now. Okay, I'm going to my notification. Let's see here. I did this. Okay, I want to say so much. What is that? 34 people like it. Okay, this will be an iconic photo. Watch. Alright, I want to say so much about the hell our sis is going through this week because of the love they share. I better see another baby. Not really, I was just joking on that part. Okay, if I say all of the detail, I'll be banned from social media. Our sis loves Harry and he loves her, but we see and hear shenanigans. Alright, okay, that's it. Let's do a prayer. I don't wanna prayer. Prayer for, what will we say? Something for Meghan. Let's say for our sister. Let's say here, sister. What comes up? Do you mean prayer for something for our sister? Do we have something? Okay, I don't know. I was thinking of Meghan and that came up. Lord, you have given me a sister who is my biggest support. I ask, Lord, that you protect her heart from those who will come against her. I ask that you bless her to be kind and intelligent. I ask that you give her strength to stand against those that will try to hurt her by leading her down darker path. Wow, this is good. All right, so let's do image. Oh no, let's do this. Prayer for protecting my sister. Okay. Let's see here. Prayer for protection for my sister. Dear Lord, thank you for the life of my sister. I am grateful for all the moments we shared growing up together. I pray that you protect her in every endeavor, guide her in every decision that she makes, be her protector through her schooling, remove any distractions that may cause her pain, protect her from the plans of evil people, grant her independence, let her be self-sufficient, order her steps into glorious success and not failure. Let your angels guide her when she sleeps at night. Let them protect her in dark areas so she doesn't come to any harm. Bless her heart and let her never detach from your love. Amen. Alright, so that's it. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. Those who have donated, thank you. Or you could become a member as a form of support. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.